are perfect for toy building.
Hey, it's Free Falcon here. We're going to do another Aska video. We're going to go over what's the best way to find your ideal starting position. Like where do you want to be setting up on your playthrough? There's going to be a few different things that we're going to want to make sure that we have access to kind of optimize out our gameplay. So we are always going to spawn here on the water. We'll pick up our first little 5 Jotun blood, and then let's see what we got near us here. We got our giant monster there who's not going to be our friend. He's going to run away from us. Yeah, that's right. Run, run, run. Yeah, come on. Come at me, bro. Yeah, he didn't want none of that. Didn't want none of that at all. All right. Can you stand up? There we go. All right. Let's start looking around. So, a few things we're going to be wanting to do is just go ahead and get our tools and stuff up and running while we start looking for our ideal situation. I like to go ahead and grab any of the flax just because I feel like it's unnecessary. But we want to be grabbing up any stones or sticks that we see and any direct fiber as we get off the beach itself. I'm just going to grab a handful of these so we are getting started. All right, and there's popping up on the map, we can see this is what we have explored so far. And what we're going to do is we're just going to come up a ways from the beach and just keep searching. So we got some Jotun rock there, which is fine. But what I like to do is come up here and get close enough that I can still see the beach. I'll grab us some berries. We still got a good view of the beach, and we can see out into the woods a little bit. And we're just going to follow that around. So for an ideal starting position, what we want is the ability to be near a mine so we can get our metal early game as quick as possible. And we are near the ocean so we can also have fishing as an option. And then ideally we want a natural spawn of the rabbits or wolves nearby for meat and leather. So that way we can always keep our people fed and progress up all the way through the stuff without missing any beats. We want to constantly be hitting our Q to be highlighting out different things, and we'll keep our water full here. So what we're looking for primarily is the mine. So it'll be a big rock that when we search, it'll all light up. And it also wouldn't hurt to be near. Let's see, let's go and craft up some stuff here. Let's see if we can get us our axe here. Yep. All right. Also doesn't hurt to be near some of these pillars and stuff like that, where we can get some Jotun blood. Yeah, there should be, a lot of times there'll be some rights that just spawn in here. And it's not bad to be near, so you can harvest plenty of bone. And then additionally on the bone, they do drop some Jotun blood. So it's a good way to kind of passively get Jotun blood without having to run all over the map. All right. And so we got our wolves here, which would be one of the things that we are wanting. So the wolves are pretty easy. Just hit them once or twice and then kite them. Wait for them to swing and then up. Yeah, so got a little greedy there. We got four of them. But yeah, they're actually not that hard to beat. You just keep kiting them. But we're going to move on just for the sake of the video. I could just sit here and kill them. But it's going to take more time than I'd really like to expend at this moment. So if we could find a mine close to here, that would be optimal. Because then we'd have potential Jotun spawning stuff, wolves, and be closer to the river for the opportunity to have our fishing up and running. Because I feel like if you aren't running fishing, you are missing a pretty easily potentialed source of food that's really good for all seasons. So you're farming, you're having to rotate through. Your winter farming is pretty lax. I mean, I think you can still grow flax and a couple other things, but um, it just seems a little more intensive. But once you get into, you can pretty much like keep all your people fed with. Yeah, so we are running around. Sometimes it takes a while. We might have to run most of the map. I think I've had to run like the entire map before and circle almost all the way back. But there's usually a mine that spawns somewhere in that vicinity. There are 3 mines on each of the maps. They're all uh, computer generated, so there is no hard fast like looky here. You can find some seeds online that are pretty straightforward. We got another wolf. So it looks like we got another wolf den. I just ran in to mark that on my map. So in the future, if I need, I can always come back and skin me some wolves. Also, you can tame some wolf pups. So you got to come back over, put down a tamer, and pull one out from over there. Actually, haven't done it, so would like to do it at one playthrough. For whatever reason, the den that you place to be able to do that refuses to place in my spot. Like I leveled out a huge open spot and there's just nothing. It just won't let me place it. It keeps saying there's an obstacle in the way, but I can place like barracks and longhouses and all of that stuff exactly where I placed that. No problems, but they would not let me place that to save the life of me. So maybe I'll try to get it done on a future playthrough. But we're just going to keep on searching for our ideal location. Just collecting up some stuff that we would need along the way, which I think I'm going to stop doing for a moment just so we can stay focused on the task at hand. So as you can see, we're staying closest to the water, not right on the beach. And I'm wondering, that looks like that may be a mine right there. All right, so we got a cave right here. This looks pretty optimal. We are near the ocean. Boom. So, all right. And we got a whale. So this is a pretty good place. All right. So let's get into our building. One of the first things that we're going to need is a wooden hoe. So we need to get some more rocks. Let's see. Do we have enough to make any? No, we don't. All right, so we are on rock collection duty because we are going to build the most important tool in the game. It is probably the most underrated tool, I guess. Maybe not most important, but most underrated tool in the game. I think I've watched some playthroughs of people and they use very, very, very minimally use this. And I think it's a mistake because it really stops your progression. Let's go ahead and take these guys out. And we are near some of these wisp spawns, which are great, especially early game because fiber is such a pain to get because you need so much rope. And these guys drop a pretty decent amount. And also we get to up our combat, so can't really complain there. Boom, so 8 fiber and a stick, so pretty quickly got it. 5 or 6 rope, which will all be helpful. So let's craft all our rope. And then a few of these. We will need to get a pickaxe as well soon. But let's get the hoe first because we are going over how we want to deal with starting our base. Before we get going and just kind of haphazardly throw stuff down, I like to do some planning and get a game plan in. So we can see right here, we got some trees right here that we're not going to be able to cut down for a while, these birch trees. So we're going to kind of build our beginner base away from that. So we're going to go that direction with that. We want to be somewhat near this here. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to build. We're going to start doing some leveling. So the trick to this is it's going to level off of whatever base point you put this on. So it's not going to like maximize or like average them out. It's just literally going to go to that level. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come out and see how much they'll let us. I think that's about it. Okay. Then we're going to press E, switch over to the equipment. In Smack, you can see now this is all putting this down to the level of that right there. So that way we can more or less streamline out this base to where everything is nice and level, straight lines. We're not going up and down. And we'll also be able to use it into a natural defense as we go in different directions with it. So we can put in some natural trenches and some natural walls that'll help us along the way. So it just does take a little bit of our time. So going to be getting a little slower start than if you just throw down your fire and start doing all these different things. But I think long term, you're going to be happier with it. Your people are going to be moving quicker all around. All right. So there we go. We got our first little divot expanded out. Now, if we just press L, we can do more. So let's just kind of get this front area too. So we can't go through trees, but let's go this way with it. Let's see. Won't be able to level over to that tree just yet, but let's just get the area that we're looking for here. So we're just going to start right up here in front. We're going to try to do our building placements effectively. So there's a lot of different ways to place stuff out. But if you're looking for building efficiency and commerce efficiency, we want to be able to have everything more or less centered, right? That way people aren't having to do a whole lot of extra running or moving around to be able to get to what their base items are. All right, so we're going to start off, we're going to do a fire. Start at the simple fire level. Let's get rid of this. All right, so I got a leveled area. We got a direction we're going to go over there. Let's start at fire. All right, so that's going to be an entrance, but we don't need a whole lot of room off of that. So let's just put our fire right here and we'll stand that up. So it looks like I used up all my stuff a little early, so let's go get some more. All right, we got some flax. And let's go ahead and start cutting these trees. We're going to want to cut these trees, and then we're also going to want to get rid of the stumps. That way we can continue leveling out our playing area and have a nice level, easily navigated city that's efficient, looks good, and everyone can be happy. All right, so we look here, you can see we get 4 bark, which we'll need for later, a handful of sticks, which is what we need now. We're going to get some long sticks, which we don't need just yet, but we will soon need a whole lot of. All right, so we'll supply that, and we have built our first fire. So we're going to go to pop open, and we have an improvement. So now we can turn this into a campfire. So what this needs is 5 more stone. So let's go in. What do we need to make a stone pickaxe? We need more sticks and some more stone. So until you get a pickaxe, the best way to find stone is just run around. Usually around the beaches here. The beaches tend to have a lot. All right, so we'll zero this out. Let's eat up all our food here. We have lost some life, so we're going to eat some of those onions. Now, you can convert the flax into fiber. I don't really like to do that because you're eventually going to be using it for other things in the future. And it's kind of, if you eat it up now, you have to wait like a full in-game year for it to come back, which is a long time. So you're probably going to be needing that material sooner rather than later when it comes to that. I do like picking these mussels. They are a great early game food source that's pretty easy to do stuff with. And it gives you a pretty good amount of. Oh, our inventory is full. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, let's eat the onion, then we can pick up a few more rocks. Yeah, if you look at the indicator on the top, it shows where everything is. So let's go and grab us a couple more sticks. We're going to need the sticks for sure. So just keep an eye out. Yeah, we're going to hit up a bunch of these dwarf spruces on our way through. Try to get some more fiber. And just kind of keep an eye out for where these Jotons are so we can be looking forward to spawning in some helpers. That way we don't have to go it alone. All right, so let's add in what's missing, and boom. So how you get access to more things in this game is via building. So whenever we built that, now we have access to build a shelter and a rain collector. Both things that we need. So I'm going to just put the shelter right up close here. Don't really need to be burning through a whole lot of extra space. And let's just go ahead and set up a few. 2 and 3. There, we'll get 3 of those right there next to each other. Let's see. Let's level the. Let's see, does that give us enough for a pickaxe? It does not. We need more for pickaxes. All right, so we do have this to level that out, though. All right, so it needs 2 of the long sticks, which we conveniently have right here. And if we queue this, you'll see that we've done the first one in step 3, but we do have to build a hammer. So let's go and get our hammer up and rolling. So now we can work on the progress. Cool. So let's throw that in. So I need 1 more long stick and then a couple of short ones. Let's see, we do have 1 more long one. Perfect. And we have a dwarf spear here. So we can pick up those 2 there. And we will have this knocked out. Gotta wait for our stamina to regen. All right, you can see we dropped 4 of the 8 bark that we needed in there. All right, so we can't cut down these until we get our workshop in. So let's just chop down the ones that we can. All right, there's should be 4 more bark right there. We usually get 4 per tree. And then we have our bark to finish this up. So we're a few minutes in. We found our pretty much ideal location. We got our stuff right next to the river. We're not super far away from a wolf. If we have to use that wolf, we might be able to find one closer. And we might have some bunnies nearby. So I think this isn't probably the best of the best. I mean, I think there would be a path that might be a little better potentially, but it's not going to be bad. So let's just put this in. I'm just going to set it in just as close as I can to the fire and everything else. That way we're not really burning up a whole lot of extra space. All right, there we go. And let's pin that up and see what we need. We're going to try to get our people up and running just as quick as possible. All right, so let's see if we can find some more stone. We're going to need some sticks. Yep, so there we go. Looks like we got some natural bunny. So if you want to kill these guys, they're kind of easy to do. So you catch one, switch to your weapon, should be able to get a hit, but then you just let that go, build your stamina back up. Oh, should be able to hit. Why is he missing so much? So yeah, as he tries to get away, there we go. Yeah, this is turning into be a lot more pain in the butt than usual. I don't know why he keeps having to like pull out the stupid thing here. Normally you can get a hit per time. So you just always catch them before you run out of stamina. You get the gist there. I'm not gonna waste any more time doing that. We got more important things to be setting up on. But the fact that we do have some nearby is a good boon. The bird nest, you get feathers. You will occasionally drop some eggs. Let's see, our inventory is full. All right, well, let's deal with that before we get too far. So, yeah, let's run back to the base. Up there's a stone. Let's see. I'm just going to drop this. We don't need it. We'll get plenty of seeds before it's time to plant. Yeah, flax is more important than the berries there. Let's see. Also, let's go ahead and queue up the rain collector here. Just going to get in just as close as well. There we go. That way we have plenty of room to expand without hitting into everything else. All right, what are we looking for? We need more stones. We need to get us a pickaxe. Now let's see if we got enough now. Stone blade, pickaxe, finally got it. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. All right, so we need sticks and a couple of logs. Then we had some logs down over here. Fortunately, you can only grab one at a time until you get your stuff built. So let's see. 3, grab us an extra one. And we'll go and pick this guy up here. Perfect. So throw that in. All right, so now we just need stone. So let's go over here and we'll harvest us some stone. Well, the rabbits are actually closer than I would like. So we're going to have problems. They like to come in and eat your stuff while you're trying to use it. It's totally uncool. So you may end up losing a bunch of resources I didn't think they'd be concerned with firewood, and I built a warehouse and filled it up with like 300 firewood. And I noticed they were running over there, and I wasn't concerned about it. Came back and I had like 12 firewood left. So those guys cannot be left unattended, unfortunately, because they will jack your stuff. So we'll definitely be getting a hunter up quickly, have him take care of that for us. But you're probably going to have to jump in and take care of them yourself early game. So we got more of the Jotun blood, but we're more concerned with those at the time. Let's see, we don't have the room, which is fine. It's right here. There we go. Got the first. Now, the level 2 is going to require us to have the 2 big stones, which conveniently enough, what they drop there. Oh, still ain't got room. Is 2 large stones, so we'll be able to place the first one here. And go and pick that up there. And this will be finishing off. There we go. All right, that's finished. Now let's go ahead and queue up. We need 5 of these to activate out. Then we're going to be looking at what we want here. So air power, heavy hitter, but heats more. Soggy discomfort. Going to be doing in the rain quite a bit, so not the optimal. Sunrise Vigilance and Battle Scarred Veteran. I think those are just better ones. So we don't want someone who's real finicky here. All right, and now we'll just kind of prep up our stuff, waiting for the new guy. Come on. Why is this not wanting to level? There we go. All right, so we need 3 of those, 2 of those to make a rain collector. While we are waiting, let's go ahead and work on getting some more level stuff. So this may be just preference of mine, but I do feel like it has a really big impact on the on your settlement. If you're able to level stuff free out, it just makes everyone's movement, because that's where people are going to be spending most of these guys are going to be spending most of their time is inside your settlement, running around. So if you've got everything nice and level, you get your road systems in, their pathways in to get everywhere, they're just going to be working at a more efficient level than otherwise. Now, like right here, I don't think I can level that down anymore. It's like a natural rock from that, so that's just going to have to be what that is. But for all this right here, they do move better on leveled out ground. They get a much bigger speed bonus if you get the road systems in. But we're not quite there yet. So we've got this now. Let's remove the stump. The stump actually uses the pickaxe, and you'll get some firewood. All right, so we just kind of come back here and try to keep everything on this same level. And we'll level out this ground here. Now we kind of went in, took what was a natural little wild area, and we've kind of started domesticating it, which we'll just kind of continue doing as we progress through the game. And we'll get we'll start working on getting some wall systems up and everything else to keep us protected from the batty bads over there. All right, what I like to do is we don't really need to hold on to all of this stuff, so we're going to drop the eyes that we get. We got another eye over here. Let's not forget that. Where is it? There it is. All right. Go and pick that up. All right, now when the villager comes, so we got another 6 minutes and 55 seconds. When the other villager comes, he's going to automatically be a builder, which means he'll run and grab stuff and finish building. So we've got a couple of shelters for him queued up. We got this rain collector queued up. What I like to do is go ahead and cut down a bunch of stuff for him to collect. All right, so we've continued on getting this started. We are missing some of the large sticks for our rain collector. Let's go and finish that up before Homeboy spawns in. That way we'll be good on our water for the most part. All right, and so whenever we build that, big part of why we're doing that is now we get access to these, but additionally now we can put in our water well, which we wanted here before we finish leveling, because if you level over this, it will destroy it. So we want to make sure that we didn't do that. All right, so got a few of these. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here. I'm just going to drop the firewood because we're going to need it for the fire at some point. Which, hold on, I may actually be able to go and put it in there. Yeah, let's just go ahead and put that in there. There we go. That way we're not wasting any of that, and that is enough room for us to fit in. So we're kind of doing our probably about our most optimal setup that we can here. We got this. All right, so now we need to go into our production. And the first thing that we are going to be using is a wood collector. And we're just going to set it pretty much in close as possible. So let's just go right here. May have to level out around it. There we go. There we go. All right, and so now we can see that we got our woodcutter pit down. Let's put our supply down for that. And we got a worker. So he's going to go ahead and start ganking stuff up. Yeah, let's go ahead and drink our water. We're getting dehydrated here. You can see that the rain collector does have a finite amount. And he'll start picking up and filling in. So our main job now is to make sure that we are giving him things to do. So we're just going to do a little industrial area here. So we're just going to put in this guy just as close as we can. All right. And then let's see if we can get the gatherer's hut over here. So there we go. So, and then we got a gatherer's hut. So let's see how this works. All right, so we're just going to put it over as close as we can to that rock face there. Boom. All right, there. Now we're going to have everything right up next to each other. Easy peasy, everything's on level ground. And we'll just go ahead and take out some of the work here from him of leveling all this out. So they all do come in with X. And then let's pick up these. And now our next job is to be getting enough stuff here to level that out. Let's drop a few more trees before we go get that, just so he has the resources that he needs to fill out those, because it's going to be quite a bit. Once he finishes up the other stuff, it'll be we can put them in on maybe wood cutting or stone cutting or something. Go get the resources himself, but we don't have to bring the resources over here. We just got to break it down. And this is kind of the most effective path that I found, where me as a player has to do a lot less running around. And we also want to clear this whole area, because this is going to be where our city's going to expand out to. So we'll kind of be coming back and clearing out these stumps and everything else as well. But while we're here, just go ahead and run down here, and let's get fed up here. Let's eat a bunch of these berries. One, get us filled, but also empty out that inventory. We'll also probably give him a bunch of those berries and mussels, so he'll be hungry without having to go search for stuff either. That is a trick that I do like to do, is if you cut down on their leisure time, and when they're hungry, they're still going to go grab food. But if you just throw it inside their body, you kind of cut out a little bit of that ineffectiveness. So you can kind of maximize all of theirs. If you have the food on you, run by and just throw it inside their inventory. So I'll show you whenever we get up here. And it stops them from having to like run to buildings to get stuff. They can just kind of do what they need to do as it pops up. And this will be probably one of your primary tasks starting out the game, is just going and getting a whole bunch of this Jolton blood. So it takes 5 per summons. You get 2 to 3 on average. I have actually gotten some with 4. I think it happened once, actually, on my last time I was streaming this. So yeah, you can see we've got a pretty decent setup here. We got these all set up. All right, we're going to need some more stone, so let's just kind of leave it over here. All right, open that up. We'll drop our other 2 that we need. Activate. Let's get a bowman, because we're going to need someone to take care of those rabbits over there at some point. Inventory. Let's go ahead and drop this thing so we're not carrying it around. And where's our homeboy? He's over there. Cool. All right. So let's trade with him, and let's just give him a bunch of this food. So he is set up for food. He ain't got to go look for food for nothing. And we forgot to give him a home. So let's manage this house, and we will sign him. So he has a natural proficiency for stone working. So he'll probably just go straight into our stone mine whenever that pops up. All right, we can't hit these until we get a warehouse. So need to start looking for an ideal position for a warehouse, which might just be over here. So let's go ahead and work on leveling out and getting a location set up for where we want a warehouse to go. I think if we go just past this tree here, let's come out here in the middle where it's the lowest even. There we go. And yeah, we'll go right in here. Or not a warehouse, we need a workshop. So yeah, next up is going to be a workshop after he finishes those. So we want it somewhere close. And then we're going to build a warehouse directly next to it. So there's none of that back and forth frou of like traveling it back and forth. So we got that. Let's go ahead and now level out as much as we can this direction here. And also what's going to be nice about this as well is that we're going to create a natural wall system for this back end of this just because we're going to a lower level. So what's he wanting? Did not find any sticks. Okay, we need to cut down some more trees for him because he hasn't got any of that stuff finished anyway. So yep, he needs something to build with. So also they will go through and do this leveling for you. So let's just let's queue up all that just in case. There we go. That'll give him plenty to knock out while we go choppy some more stuff for him. Yeah, we need all this out anyways. But we need the workshop out so we can get the level 2 woodcutter so we can get the better axe and the better pickaxe, and then we can fully clear all these trees out and make room for the settlement. Because that's what we're going to be needing. And then once we kind of get a firm guideline of where the borders are going to be, we'll start putting in our walls so it can be nice, safe, and secure. Oh, we broke our axe. Let's see. Stone axe. So early game, you actually can't just repair these items. Like you have to just rebuild. Weirdly enough, on the workshop, there's the back tool bench. On a buddy of mine, if you place it there, it actually just auto repairs itself, but it doesn't do it on mine. It's kind of annoying. I wish it did because it saves a lot of time and resources and energy. I also wish that you could set your workers to harvest these stumps because that would be nice as well. So far, have not figured out how to make that happen. There, we got a gray mushroom there. Let's see what we need. It looks like all we need there is rope. Rope here as well. All right, so they're all pretty much ready to be done. Okay, so we've gotten, yeah, yeah, he can go finish that stuff. All right, so we've built all that. So now we're going to be looking into our workshops. All right, we're going to need 2 total workshops. So we're going to place these close in, but where they'll be able to be expanded out in both directions. And I think, actually that one may be just a little too close. So let's try that again. We don't want it touching that far tree at all there. Yeah, so we should be able to expand that out there. And then we want a second one like right beside it, if we can help it. All right, so yeah, we're gonna have to expand this ground out a little bit more. That's fine. So we're gonna put 2 workhouses right next to each other. One would be the linen and leather, and then the other one will be the metal worker and the carpenter. I forgot to build a hoe apparently. I need some sticks. Where are some sticks? Oh, there's some sticks. Okay, so we got wood cutter there, stone cutter, and the gatherer back there. So we do have a guy that's pretty good on wood cutting. So let's go ahead and put him in the stone cutter's pit. Now, something he's going to have is he's going to have a pickaxe. They do not start with pickaxes, so you're going to have to come in here and trade and give him a pickaxe so that he is good to go. Now he'll go and start collecting the small stones and the rocks. We have this shelter done. Let's see, we just need 2 more and then get the bark in for this third one. Now eventually we're going to be taking these out, but for now we need, let's see, let's go ahead and give him a home. So you got a home right here, bud. We've got a home for you. And it looks like he is going to be a good gatherer, so let's go ahead and throw him on gathering. All right, so we got 2 parties out collecting resources for us. Let's go ahead and drop this in here. Let's see, what are we lacking for? We need to still build the hoe. We need another. Need some more stones, so we got to go searching for stones. We're also going to use this as an opportunity to do some exploring, pick up some different resources, pick up some berries, some flax, some sticks, some stones, come back with the full contingent of stuff here. Yeah, just go and take care of one of these bunnies here. Make sure you're not coming and stealing my stuff while I'm gone. Yeah, so once they get low enough, they'll move real slow. Now we'll need a stone knife in order to harvest them, so let's go ahead and grab one of those. Now we'll have to go get a couple more blades in order to get our pickaxe back. We'll pick up all the red meat and leather. All right, so we got 2 leather off of that. That's cool. Let's see. All right, there we go. All right, so we need a pickaxe. There we go. And we only have 1 of 5, so we need to go get some more of the blood. Yeah, so also while you're out and about um, gathering the stuff, this wouldn't be a bad time to talk about how the gathering flags work. So once I'm out of stamina here, so once you get these, you have these markers here of the different types of things to gather. So let's open up this here. If you highlight the flags, you can see how far over they're willing to go to get that stuff. So right here, we're actually not far. Probably have a small overlap if we put the foraging one here, but that's fine. So what I like to do is kind of have just like a series of overlapping flags around my base. So they never have to come up and ask me like, where can I go work, boss? Because if they gather everything that's in those direct circles, that's what they'll do. They'll just sit there and run around and be a pain in your butt and not be productive. So it's better to just go ahead and get ahead of that cycle. And especially while you're out like this running around. So let's just go ahead and build. We're going to do a wood. We're just going to set them all right next to each other. We're going to do a stone. All right, and then we will do a food. All right, fill those in, get these built, and that will give a whole other area that they'll come and explore without without you having to tell them to go do this, or them coming and stopping you later, and it kind of slows down your production because now you're having to stop what you're doing, run around, and find a place to like throw it up. So it's better to just do it when you're initially running around, especially when you're doing these runs here for the Jotun. So go and grab all the little stones, grab those. All right, so that gives us 3. So we need another one. All right, we got 2 more of these guys over here. It also kind of gives you a benchmark when you're thinking. Oh, we got Ooh, three more. So whenever you're opening the map, you'll be like, oh, I know that there's some more stuff over here near these. So we can see here. So we'll probably be coming like, say like right over here and doing another set, right? And then we'll come over here and do another set and another set. And we'll just keep circling out as needed. It's not a huge rush. It's not something that you have to like put a lot of effort or energy into on the thought of it, but it's something that you kind of always want to like just be planning ahead, right? Knowing that if it's going to be something that your city's going to have to do, it's just expand. Yeah. So you can kind of look around while you're doing that, but it's kind of annoying on the last one that it'll miss the last swing. All right, so it looks like we're filled up on small rocks for the moment, so I'm just going to grab that. We're just going to run back to base here. We're probably going to be having some of our first nightly events coming up here soon. So might go ahead and start up with a little bit of the base defense ideology here. Sounds like we're getting bothered by a rabbit over here somewhere. All right. Oh yeah, yeah. But what we came here for. Let's get this key back up. Sigard, Winter Huntsman, Stone Clumsy, Monk Body, and Snow Strider. Let's go with her. I think that's him snoring, maybe. That's pretty funny. All right, so we don't have any sticks. Let's pick up the bark that we need for that over there. It doesn't look like we have any sticks just laying around. All right, so good to know. All right. There we go. We got the hoe we need. We got this, so let's go and get our next one up. So we are good for 3 people. All right, so we need 6 of the big sticks here. And yeah, we just want the villagers out and about getting our collection. So I think there's really 2 trains of thought of when you're starting off is either you kind of go gather a lot of the materials and let your villagers kind of piece everything together, or you let them be your gophers, right? So that's usually the direction I go. Um, I let them kind of go do the resource gathering and bring it back to a centralized location. And then I don't mind kind of throwing it all together. Now, once you get established with more people, then you can start like fully automating out. And then you're just kind of like a big plans guy, which is, the goal, of course. All right. All right. So we're in day 3. Got 2 villagers, the third one on the way. We've got some stuff leveled. So we're not looking too shabby. Need to be prepping up for the winter time. That's when things get a little funky. I'm just going to go and grab and bring one of these back on our way through. Just because you're going to be doing expansions on that stuff here soon, and there's no reason to not have it on standby. All right, so we got the workshop unlocked. Boom. Now we can build our better equipment. So what we want is the large stone axe and the large stone pickaxe right away, which means we need a lot of the stone and rope. So we're pretty good on that, and a decent amount of sticks. So hopefully homeboys went and collected us some stone. Looks like we got a decent amount, and hopefully he'll just go collect us some more too. All right, so craft. We got, looks like enough, I think. Let's see where we're sitting there. All right, so we are short on sticks, and we also want the road maker. That's going to be a big thing moving forward for us again, which means we're still going to be a little short. But right now, we are short on sticks. So let's go cut us some more trees down. Oh, can't cut that one yet. There we go. All right, so now we got the rabbits. They're going to come in and try to steal all our stuff. We don't have a whole lot to be super concerned with, so not going to be losing our minds over this. But we will start putting in a little bit of defense here in a minute. Now, there's a few things you can do. You can build up with the defense. It takes a lot of resources to put in that stuff, which is why I don't overly like going that route with it. Let's drop that here. We're going to need a bunch over here. All right. So start with the large axe. It's our first one we need. We're going to do this one. And now for this one, we're going to need 2 more. Do we have it? No, we do not. All right. And looks like we kind of already got a natural little wall here. So what we're going to do, we're just going to accentuate that out a little more. So we're going to come in here. Let's do terrain level. And let's try to keep it the same level that we've been working with over here. So we're just going to come through here. And we're not concerned about a whole lot of that. So let's plop that down. And that's going to be like the level we're working with from there. So let's fill this down. All right, so we're going to go there, and what we're going to do is just try to make that, try to make this wall here just a steeper. I don't know if it'll go down anymore. We're probably too close. All right, so we know that one's not going to go down anymore. All right, so let's just go a little wider maybe. So a place here, and let's just go out this way. All right, there we go. Yeah, no, we got that closer than I thought. All right, so we got this leveled out. What you've seen is we had a face that'd be easy for them to run through over here, but not so much on this side. And now what we can do is come over here, and we want to come from a low point, but we want to try to do the same thing. So let's see, can we get any closer? Let's see how that does. We should be, yeah. There we go. Yeah, so you can see we're working on making this a little harder. It's hard with the trees there. All right, and so we've started there. And now what we can do is we're going to level from a higher place than we can. So we're just going to come up from here and just try to line that up down through here. All right, so we can't go that far. Let's just start a little lower. We'll start like right here. Okay. So bump, boom. So I also like being up next these mines because it gives us a base to work off of that's higher than the surrounding areas. So see, even as a player, it's hard to come up in here. The monsters, they have a really hard time getting over here. There we go. And so we've kind of started our wall. And so the principle is that you can continue this same pattern all the way around, and we can start to make a wall that separates us out from the riffraff. All right, so we got Homegirl there. Let's see, we don't have anyone on here, so let's put her on there. And let's see what his complaint is. Oh, he needs a pickaxe, so let's see if we got the stuff to make a pickaxe. We need another stick. And we'll stick Homegirl on there. That'll start getting... All right. All right, see, there he is. Need to make it first, so let's go ahead and build us a pickaxe. There we go. Trade it to him. Let's give it to him. The one we did give him was already pretty much broken, so... Oh, we also could have come and took the wooden hose off of the guys that aren't really using them. Let's eat these before they go bad. Get all our food up. There we go. Keep all this filled up. All right, so now we can start taking these out and leveling out these areas. Start putting in probably put in a couple more of the sheds there. Let's see, let's put in a wooden altar. See if we can fit it right here. No, we're going to take this out first, I think. I was hoping it would fit right in between those two, which it might once we remove this tree stump. All right, so we're going to come through and start looking at doing upgrades on everything. So most everything has upgrades. So we'll start with each of these. Each of these will have a quick upgrade that will need to be done. There we go. And I don't think we ever fully upgraded our fire either. So let's get that queued up either. Let's see, pick up all the firewood, pick up all the bark. Then we have somewhere to throw all this stuff directly. And we did not put this girl to her home, so let's assign that out. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, no, no big piles of what we need there. All right, and here we go. We're on a blood moon, so going to be coming attacked by some rights. So the biggest thing is just being able to find where they're coming first. With a small settlement like this, it's probably not too hard. I feel like they're going to probably come from this direction now. So we'll see. Nope, they're coming right there. So let's engage them before they start messing with our buildings. There we go. All right, let's harvest them. Hopefully they drop some of the Jolton blood. And I appreciated being able to get them before they got to any of my buildings. It is annoying, like sometimes they'll pop up and you're not sure where they're coming from, and then they've like destroyed half of your building and you're having to rebuild a building, which at this level of the game is really detrimental. I mean, you're basically lost, half hour of gameplay building the building and then you have to redo it again instead of being able to move forward and progress. And looks like nothing but bones so far. Hopefully we'll get something other than bones. Nope, just bones. Well, let's pick them all up. And we'll store them in here. Yeah, let's go here. Storage. I need those back. Need you to start picking up more of the fibers there, guys. Don't need all of those. That is one thing you end up getting a bazillion feathers that you can't really do much with. You can turn them into arrows, but the sticks are needed so much more. Like I haven't got to the point where I was just like, oh, I got a bunch of extra sticks to throw away. All right, so let's get some leveling going on. Oops. Let's see. Over here trying to steal our stuff. Not gonna happen. There we go. Harvest that up. And as you can see, we're getting our little town set up appropriately. Getting our leather, getting our bones. So need some fiber. We're going to be running out of hitting our normal crux of problems, which is running out of rope. Always seems to be the problem. All right, let's grab a long stick, I guess, and we'll just move on from there. There we are. Now we just need to get rid of that little hump there. It would be all right. All right, you little monkey. Yeah, he's gone. We need to shore up our defenses a little better. Yeah, time to get rid of some tree stumps. All right, so you've got our stuff rolling. Let's see what we got here. We got enough small stones. Let's go ahead and grab the big stone here. Let's see where we're sitting here. Cool, we got enough to finish that out. And then we are just looking for bark. Let's see if we have any bark in our stuff here, which we do. 2, 3. Oh, really? We're one short? But yeah, next level building. All right, none of that's left. So we need 2 large stone, 4 bark. It still needs some small stone, so let's grab that. Let's make us some blades here. Good. Let's give him. What is this one doing? Yeah, he's doing wood. Okay. Give a pickaxe as well. And there, so should be good on tools from them. There is a fireplace over here. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right. None of the short logs are needed. Let's see, we need more of these. What are we short on? We're short on rope. Of course. Yeah, let's see if we can allocate some rope so we can get our next set of gathering posts up over here. There's some flax. All right, let's make our rope. Yeah, we'll throw the gatherers right here. All right. Wood. Build. Stone. And build food. That'll keep them a little busier. They'll have more places to go run around. Yeah, we need to build us a spot there. All right, we need more of those. I think there was some stuff up over here, up above the other gathering points. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, I think there was some near ones. Let's go grab that flax real quick. Now, with more people, I find it far more effective. So you can have someone back in base just kind of maintaining and doing all of that. And then you have someone that's like a wanderer that's going out and collecting all these resources, getting all the nodes set up for everybody. Like, yeah, ideally, I think that is the best path to just make the most out of everything. Because coming out to get the Jotun bloods, that's what slows down the most, I think. There's some more out here. The stone guys will come and get those now that they're in their marked territory. So there's definitely some more blue ones over here, though. We need one more. There's one right over there. There's another. Let's see. Yeah, probably use some markers right around there. Set them up when we run out of energy right here. Also, the cool thing is when you get a builder, they'll come out and finish those for you as well. So, like, I've done that before where I didn't really have the stuff, but I just queued that up, and the villagers will run out here and finish them for you. So you don't always necessarily have to like worry about running back. I think that's enough for this trip. Hold on, I think that's some flax for sure. All right, do we see any more flax? No. Grab a couple more sticks. All right, then we'll carry the big rock back. Yeah, can't pass up the old flax. See, this one did need one. There we go. Let's see what we got. Rope. Good as hard has picked up a bunch of flax. Did I not? Am I hallucinating? Perhaps so. Oh, I thought we had. Oh, I bet this rabbit took it. Blasted rabbits. A rabbit took our Jotun. Alright, so let's cook us up some of that rabbit meat and mushrooms. I'm gonna go and grab those mushrooms. The mushrooms aren't edible until you cook them, so they'll just kind of sit in here. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see, cooked mushrooms. Yep, that's what we want. Now, one thing that can, it's not actually a bad thing to do with the mushrooms if you're not planning on eating them, is you can either A, spoil them, and what that'll do is it'll be fertilizer for your planting later, or B, if you leave them on the fire too long, they turn into coal, which you can use for a resource later in the game. So it's not too shabby. Gonna drop all those and that. So now we just need one more large rock and some rope, really. Yeah, so if you let that get across, it will turn into coal, which isn't the best. So we're going to just drop their stuff in here. That way they can come and get it as need be. Let's see, we need another one of these, but I need more rope to do so. So let's just go ahead and drop all this over here so it's queued up and ready. Took that one, there we go. No, not the cooked one. There we go. Just gonna leave that on. I think I'm gonna turn them into coal. Wouldn't mind having a little. Heard them stupid things coming. Yep, I think that's some flax. There we go. Yeah, so we need 8 of those. See. Let's run up the coast, see if we come across any of those. Yeah, let's go and get our next one up, I guess. Hopefully, coming from this different direction, we'll come across some flax. That was not supposed to be hitting. Let's hit this. Thank you. There we go. Look at that. 3 of those puppies. Let's look at the map. Yeah, we need to come in a little closer still. Probably want to ride around in there. Throw up some gathering over there. All right, so build, build, and build. We can put our cave entrance in. We can do our workshop hut now. And we can build a warehouse. All right, so the city's coming along pretty well. We got 3 houses. We'll need a couple more, so let's just go ahead and add in a couple more of these shelters. Let's put them in as close as we can there. Build. Let's get another one. Let's turn it the same direction. Kind of have them all like facing in here. And then hopefully after that, we'll be moving into our next housing. So won't be such a burden here. So it looks like they only needed one more. Let's see, a rain dancer with iron stomach, harvest blessing, and resolved. Yeah, let's go with the mentally fortitude dude there. All right, let's go ahead and put in our cave entrance. Boom, there we go. All right, let's craft out our rope. There we go. Finally starting to see some results. Let's make up some more rope. We're going to need a bunch of it. All right. Here goes 8 of it already. All right, we need a whole bunch of these here. All right, and we're out to those. Thought I brought over one. Maybe not. All right, so let's see. Do we have the stuff? Yeah, let's craft up this. And yeah, we just need a resin, which there's plenty of resin lying around. Let's see. I do need some sticks though. So let's look in here. And then let's fill up on the sticks from here. All right. Need another one of these. Let's craft up a bow. And we're short on sticks for the heavy clubs. All right, let's take these on here. All right, so we got pretty much the three main gatherers. I think the next one is just going to be, next up is just going to be getting a villager for just building. So yeah, I think that'll be having just a builder on place. That'll be good. I can gather the materials, and we'll need someone that puts it all together. I'll start clearing out and getting more stuff queued to build. Namely, the second workhouse, and then a warehouse shortly after that. And getting a start progressing in our means of defense. Get to work, you. You know, who's trying to say hi, like I'm their friend or something. We ain't friends, people. You ain't nothing but a computer slave to me. Actually, I do look forward to at some point in the future where games like this they'll have like real AI personalities. So like where you have to contend with them, maybe like even having like conflict between people inside the tribes. Like it seems like that's kind of might be kind of cool. All right, let's get this workshop up and rolling. I think that's my priority. Now we need housing, so let's get the housing first. That's the crux of the problem with these types of games is there's always so many things to do and be working on. You kind of just end up having to pick and choose. Never fully happy with the decisions you've made. Let's see, where are we on rope? Gonna have to make two more. Let's see, any logs and all right, Edward, get working, buddy. Okay, quick, come on a chat. Stay busy. All right, we'll sign him in there. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, there's nobody else worth Nice, he's getting 28. Mila, she's mostly just been running around picking up my stuff. She ain't really progressed much. Let's get rid of these stumps so we can look at doing some expansion this way here soon. Might want to go in. Yeah, let's probably put a barracks right around in here. Let's see. I'd like to see a wooden altar up somewhere. Yeah, let's put it in as close as we can over here. There we go. Give them something additional to work on. There we go. There we go. Nice. All right, now we can start putting add-ons. Do a weaver or leather worker. Yep, so this will help secure us a little bit of a wall defense here. And what we're going to do is come in here, go L, and let's line that up the best we can. I think somewhere right around in there, maybe. No, a little bit more. All right, let's put that there. Go down to about this level. I think that'll be fine. All right, and there we go. We got us a section of wall up. For us to do this in wood would have been a lot of resources and a lot of time. So we're able to pretty much get that knocked out pretty quick. And that's going to help us on limiting these little jackals to get in and out. Yeah, I don't think so, guys. Not tonight. Go on. All right, let's just stop this nonsense. Let's go ahead and curve this around. We'll go around this tree here. I think we can circle that through there, maybe. So this won't be enough to really stop their access until we finish all the way around. But this will be a limiting factor for sure. Yeah, so that'll be a limiting factor for them at least. All right, let's bring this up. And as we get closer to that edge, it will just automatically just kind of create a back wall for us there, which is what we're looking for. So to come back here, let's just start a little closer there. There we go. All right, let's put in another workshop head. I want this one real close into the other. Actually, hold on, that might be. Oh, no, that'll be fine. Just gonna take her out. Beautiful. I love it. Yep, I can still get in over here. All right, so let's see if we can maybe stop it through here. Yeah. Oh, we gotta cancel this one. See, is there something over here? I don't think so. I haven't seen anything. So we'll need to start defending out from that side as well here pretty soon. Mostly been developing that side, so need to start looking at which direction we're going to take this side as well. Yeah, I don't think they got much, if anything. I think we did a pretty good job keeping them up. Two, three, four, and five. Elsa. Yeah, water's not really a problem for us. Let's see. Hmm. So no fiber. No fiber at all, huh? That's kind of some goal. And we'll put us some barracks up right over here. Have them patrol the little city there. Keep everyone feeling safe. We got everybody up nice and close, so should be pretty easy to cover. Yeah, actually, probably look at putting one right there. Yeah, so you can see our path to getting a super strong settlement. We've got our houses, water, set up food production with our gatherers, which we're going to start improving on. So let's take a look there. We've got a pretty decent amount of there. So let's look. Let's see, we need some more. I need some firewood. Where's some firewood? We should have plenty of it laying around at this point. All right, add the fuel. All right, there we go. I wanted to go ahead and start getting some charcoal up. I think that's keeping them out for the most part. I'm sure there's still a way in because we haven't really solidified out this section here. But that's okay. What we want now is, let's see if we can build what I want now. I do need to get one of those in soon, but we want a hunter's hut now. We're just going to put it right here on this edge. I believe we had a dude with bow proficiency already. Let's see. Yep, fiber. Yet again, the bane of our existence. Let's see if we have any here. We do have some here. That needs a lot of fiber. Now, it's not as much of a priority as this one is, so let's work on that one ourselves. So we need 4 of the big stones. There's 1. Grab the logs off of this here. Let's just finish that section. Yeah, we just need so much rope. Yeah, let's make that our priority. They can handle the rest of that. We need to be getting the rope. All right, so we do have a little spawn there. It's like 1.5 rope. Right, so 3 rope. Not too bad. But not what we're looking for. We need some. Might need to go ahead and just get a farm up. Get our flax production up. I mean, long term, it's going to be our best solution. And I don't even care if it's inside the compound. I usually do farms outside, so let's build us a farm out here. Alright. Build, let's see how many. We can only do 3, but let's put the 3 on here. Alright, let's grab this, take it back. Let's see, we want our wheels. Those are useful for farms. Where was it? There was. Yeah. So place that there. Was there another one? Yeah, there was another one. Yeah, there we go. We got 2 wells, so we can do a bunch of farming right here with no problems at all. That's true. Let's go and get over here and get our mushrooms. A little coal farm going. Alright, so we got attacked by a bloodbin here. I had an important call out a hop off and take real quick. But and see that they're pretty easy to defeat. You just come up and smack them a few times. I did take more damage than I would have liked. The terrain fighting on here is kind of a little iffy at times. So I kind of got into a weird thing where I was below him and couldn't quite hit him. which was rather annoying, but not anywhere near the end of the world. Why did that not go in? There we go. Alright, but yeah, you can see that we have gotten our base running pretty smoothly. Let's see, all we need. There was one more thing I was wanting to really go over that I haven't done, that I've been meaning to do. Alright, I just need 2 sticks to do so. Let's see. Let's put this firewood up. Alright, inventory. Alright, now we can pick up some more of these sticks. Alright, and I usually do this way earlier. I just kind of got distracted, but we'll do it now. So, this is going to have a huge impact on everything, so you notice we made sure we cleared and leveled everything. Big part of that is that we are going to road out everything that is leveled. Oops, I think I just broke a big rock for no good reason. Yeah, be careful that you will break stuff that you hit, so you want to make sure that it's moved out of the way. And even through the building clearings, you can still make a road. And what you'll see is that there's that little buff symbol that makes you run faster and use less stamina. And that applies for your people as well. So not only does it help that we've put everything close together, but now that we are doing this, everyone's movement is going to be increased significantly. We're going to for sure make sure everything around like the frequently traveled areas are all roaded out. That way there's always maximum movement between everything. So see? Now whenever we want to go run around, everyone's moving around inside the town, doing whatever, getting whatever, they are doing so at the optimal speed rather than the suboptimal. And it keeps their stamina down to where it is more manageable. So they can do more and do it quicker by doing it on a road system. Now, I originally was just doing paths, but sometimes I think it doesn't actually lead to the optimal choice of movement because you're having to like roll around stuff, which is not honestly that big of a deal, right? Like it's not gonna make or break anything super bad, but if they can path from point A to point B in the absolute like optimal position and still do it with the movement bonus, there's no reason not to, right? So we just make sure we go around all the buildings, everything here. And it only takes really a few minutes to have such a big impact on the area. And I just destroyed a bunch of firewood when I wasn't really paying attention. I thought I was going to miss, but alas, I did not. So a little bit of wood, a little bit of stamina, a little bit of time, and you can make everything here just so much more efficient. Alright, and so now you can see how much less stamina I use running around. So like, look how long I can run for. Alright, now let's get off. And then let's look how quickly my stamina goes down running around out here. So we'll kind of test it out here. So 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. So right around 6 seconds. But on here, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1016, 1017, 18. So about 3 times, right? 6 to 18. Yeah, so basically more or less 3x your movement capabilities, roading everything out. I also do pathways between my settlements, which I think it's kind of what it's made for, but I just don't think that you can't ignore the benefit of just having your entire city inside of one. It just saves so much movement. Everyone's going to be able to do all of their tasks inside of it significantly better. But alright, this is my intro base location build up. I got you the optimal location, which is you are wanting a mine that is near water and near either the rabbits, which are what we got, or a bear den, or a wolf den, which is not super far away either. I don't like being too close to the wolves because then you're constantly aggroing them and they're fighting and they spook your people. Right, and so here we can come down. We'll be able to easily get our fishing up and rolling here soon. We're going to get our meat up and we'll get our fish up, and that'll ensure that we're fed well throughout the winter. We'll get our soups up. We'll go ahead and set up for both of our workshops. So the first workshop we're going to be doing leather and a weaver. The second one will be a carpenter and metal worker. And then that will set up to where we don't have to really so much worry about being able to produce all the different things. There is the additional add-on here for a dyer, but I don't think that's super useful for the most part. So I mean, 2 ones that you definitely want are weaver and leather working, so you can get ready for winter, metalworking and carpenter, so you can get those metal tools and higher level buildings, and then your dyer is really just cosmetic from what I can tell. I don't know if it will have anything additional, but that's kind of up in the air. We're going to get our hunters up. We want to go ahead and queue up some arrows being made as well, so we'll go ahead and queue up the simple bow is better here. We can't do the long bow just yet because of that. So yeah, let's queue up and do an additional task. Let's go ahead and get our stuff ready for, we're gonna have our fishermen, and then we're gonna have a hunter. So let's do the simple bow, which is better, which we need the bones for, and let's keep 2 of those on standby. And add task, we'll do a whole bunch. Let's do at least 100 arrows. And then let's look at probably doing the heavy club. Let's see, that's 5 to 7 damage, 5 to 6 damage. This is a 2-handed club versus a 1. Yeah, we'll do the heavy. Let's see, and resources. Yeah, let's do these because they don't. We'll get 1 for everyone. They don't have, or actually the spike club. Yeah, I think the 5 to 6, 4 to 5. So yeah, the simple spike club. There we go. Let's do 3 of those. We'll just keep 3 of those on standby. Alright, so we got plenty of stuff for him to do. We established how to go ahead and start your defensive structures. So we've kind of queued this side in, locked it in. So this isn't optimal. We'll work on this and get this better. But you can see that overall that's going to be stopping that. As we come across here, that's going to be at that same level, which is going to make it a natural wall towards the water there. And we want to try to not build over the spawning for these guys, because that is so very helpful to be able to come down here and just have a naturally recurring capability of the phyla. But we're gonna have the farm up soon, and I always go initially I always go flax, so I get up a huge surplus there we go, of flax before I switch off of that. So we'll probably do a warehouse and have almost nothing but flax, and then we'll move on from there. But yeah, that is the crux and a little beginner's guide of how to build your base and what is the best locations to do said base. The only thing that I am lacking is I wish we were near a spawn point for like one of those wrecks or something else that has the enemies that spawn in that we can just go farm at need be. But I think that is enough for this session. We'll catch you in on the next one. Thank you.